He's our source and our supply. Last week, I had the joy and privilege of just sharing about discipleship and about how, as a church, we're called to fulfill the great commandment, which is, Jesus said in Matthew 22, is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. Quoting Deuteronomy 6, verse 4, the Shema. Remember that word Shema, which is hear. It starts off in that passage. It says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord your God is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength." That word Shema isn't just to hear, but it's actually to do as well. There's a dimension of, Jesus said, if you hear but don't do, you haven't really understood. You're like the wise man who built his house. The foolish man who built his house upon the sand. But if you hear and do, you're like the wise man who built his house upon the rock. And there's this dimension in our life, in our walk with God, about not just hearing but doing. And so to love the Lord God with all of our heart, mind, soul, and strength, Jesus said this in John 14, "If you love me, you obey my commands."